they could work this out. So, because they keep Lucian back. Or not.
For our allies.
Okay. It is time to duel! Let it be known that we are most likely that there could be a single combat. There could be anything. I've got very little else to go on. Hello everyone, Gomez here again for the LAN Up channel with another deck for you today. This one is actually like a reimagining of an old concept I did a long time ago called Strike Force. Let's get into this. So today's deck is called Dragon Strike. As I said, the one that I made before was called Strike Force, and actually I believe this deck came out, like I made that deck ages ago before Shyvana even was in the game. And I'm gonna say that if Shyvana had not got her buff of Fury, I would not be putting her in this deck right now. This deck would have been closer to the old style of this deck. So the old style of this deck was legitimate, because bear in mind, dragons weren't even a thing when I built this deck to begin with. So what this deck's whole concept is Vi. Her level up version is when I strike a unit while attacking, deal 5 damage to the enemy nexus. And so it was actually a Garen Vi deck of the idea of basically getting as many judgments as possible, and then once Vi's leveled on my attack turn, if I went wide on the board, so I used to go a lot wider on the board, and then judgment across, and you'll be doing 5 damage for each of them. But now dragons are a thing, we know how powerful judgment is with them. So actually this deck has got multiple ways of getting what it needs to get. So let's quickly go through all the things that I said, because we're running like dragons, we're actually only running one Shyvana. You could technically run more, but I wanted the ability of and technically Vi could be dropped, but I do like the idea of she's a secondary win condition if needed, because Shyvana is good, and obviously you can have big dragons all you want, but the problem is if they Vengeance or Ruination your board, those stats count for nothing, right? Or switch it, silence it. Admittedly, they could still hush like a Vi when she's leveled, but my point is that it's harder for them to deal with Vi and that stat line, especially when she levels up. Her stat line is legitimately just 10. So getting her to the level, getting her to level is the hardest bit. Once she does, just the option of having that, as well as the fact that obviously you can use Cataclysm on leveled up Vi on your opponent's attack turn to still kill one of their units and smash 5 damage into their core, because that technically counts as an attack, which means that she is striking on her attacking turn, meaning that she is, boom, smashing them for 5 damage if she's leveled up. We also have got Golden Aegis to allow us to be able to rally, so be it with either lots of dragons or be it with Vi, it's all good, as well as the fact that Garen, when he levels, is going to be rallying every single turn, meaning that you can just keep forcing in the pressure. So that is what this deck is all about. I do feel like you could potentially make some changes to this deck, but the deck actually did really well. It got quite a nice win percentage when I was streaming. So the games that you're going to be seeing were all streamed live. So if you want to check them out, make sure you do over on Twitch. So shameless plug time, Twitch, Twitter, and Instagram. I'm live on Twitch on Mondays, Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays. There's also the Discord link down below if you want to join that. There's a monthly games night and movie night. Games night this month will be on the 22nd. So if you want to come check that out, get on mic, play some games like Among Us or whatever the hell else we decide to play, like mostly Jackbox games, please feel free to jump in, because I would love to see you guys there. It's always having a good time, because the idea is that we are a community and we want to get together and have a good time together, and so that's what it's all about. So if you want to join that Discord, it's there. There's also the monthly clips competition, which is running there as well. But thank you all so much for the support. Literally, this channel would be nothing without all of you. I do have an end of year goal of hitting 5,000 followers / subscribers, and I said YouTube is doing really well. YouTube is like smashing it, and honestly, I couldn't thank you guys enough. Just the support that you do just by watching, commenting, subscribing, it honestly, it all adds up. And thank you. I'm loving the community that we're building, because I do know that I build more kind of meme decks than meta decks, but honestly, thank you all so much. I just want to be giving you guys fun and entertainment. if you want, there is also the merch link down below as well. I just want to do as a final plug, which, like the t-shirt that I'm wearing right now, which is in a Azir, my Emperor's deck has no pathetic cards. I got a graphic artist to make a number of different designs, because literally I love Legends of Runeterra so much I want to wear it, and so there was nothing out there that I wanted, so I made what I wanted myself and bought it personally just for me. But if you guys wanted the option, it is there too, so do not feel forced into any purchases or anything along those lines. It's just the option is there because they are really good designs. But thank you so much for this. I hope that you enjoy this, how this deck does in a couple of matchups. Let's see how it did on stream. I might not regret it. So I've got a little bit of dragon stuff because we've got judgment coming in, which is mean that dragon stuff could be useful. But also, it's mainly about Vi. It's mainly about Vi and Garen. But obviously, it depends on what we get when we get. So my opponent is working with a Gangplank. I could. You know when like, you do a move that you know you're gonna regret, but at the same point, it's like sod it. I wanna stop Gangplank from getting his little but I will probably miss that Thermo Beam when it comes to Swain and Gangplank, but I just didn't want to get that initial hit off immediately. We're now starting to see Judgment enter play. I'll throw this little man out, but I'm scared. I don't want him to die. He doesn't deserve death. I've got very little else I can go that can work with what I've got right now. Probably need a little bit more draw in this deck, but it's out! I mean, if Pablo's gonna go for you, do I save your life? There's Vi! We've got Vi and Judgment. They have to kill something, but they will be doing damage to our core.
Make the Empire...
It's like one of those things, man. I can save it. Like, I can save you. But unless I top deck Shyvana, you died the turn after anyway. I could save your life. Is it worthwhile saving your life? I could save Garen's life. I feel like as much of it wants to save its life, the smarter choice is to sadly let my little Dragon Chow die. Because I'm not, unless I top deck Shyvana, there was never going to be like a situation where we were just going to be immediately going back into their turn and there was nothing we were going to be able to do about this. Obviously, if they go for a grab on him again, I can technically barrier up this. But the thing is, now that Vi's in hand, we want to start like getting her up slowly but surely. We Judgment. We don't Judgment. I feel like I save your life here. Potentially throw down the Screeching Dragon. Yeah, I'll be happy because as long as a dragon or Vi are on the board when we use for Judgment, like obviously we need to level Vi. It's all about leveled up Vi because leveled Vi's when I strike a unit while attacking, deal 5 damage to the enemy nexus. If we can make that, if we can use Judgment to activate that, that is what we're after here. So it's okay. It's okay. It's not ideal. They are getting all the monkey business. They're activating all of the plunder. And they're actually, like, my health is not looking good. Right, my health is legitimately not looking good. We could actually throw either Garen or Vi out at this moment in time. I feel that Garen is the better one to throw out. For justice! For Demacia! So, we want to be grabbing this thing so that they're not getting as much value off of this. And then we'll throw Garen forward. For Demacia! Right, I feel like that needs, like, because that will die next turn. That's the reason why I'm considering just hitting that. It's okay. We're taking some... Oh no, Garen! Okay, we lose Garen. He knew the risks.
Demacia will prevail.
Demacia! Okay, we're taking a lot of damage. We've lost our Garen. We've still got Vi's. And so every little thing is going to be alright. We've got Judgment. Do not worry, people. We'll be okay. I'm going to... Oh, there he is. For Demacia. No, can't put a healthy Garen down. I'm willing to... sacrifice you. I feel like maybe I shouldn't sacrifice you because you're really good at helping level Vi, but Vi's nearly enough there as it is that I'm willing enough to accept this, and then you're just going to go boom. Obviously, they've already proved that they've got Scorched Earth, so we know that Scorched Earth is running in their package situation that is most likely going to punish me, but we're going to go for throwing Vi down because we're going to try and level up Vi like a meat. Ooh! Who needs me? Okay. I mean, that is a bold oh my god, they're gonna use, is it Pandemonium? Pandemonium costs 4, right? How much does Pandemonium cost? Like, alright, they're not using Pandemonium. I legitimately was expecting Pandemonium. Smarter choice here is probably to lose the Screeching Dragon, because we can level Viat very quickly, and if she's hurt, there could be a, like, they didn't have it, but there could have been a, what's his face in that hand right there, right? So, why is my mind not able to say what I think was in that hand? Right, Judgment! Judgment. No, not Judgment, what am I talking about? Ravage! Judgment comes later. That is gonna be big! That is gonna be big, but we will wait to get there. So, potentially, maybe we lose. We just want to level her right now. I will be happy enough leveling her. There's nothing that they can do burst speed for blocks right now. We could can we just kill them? We can get them near enough to death, right? Because I mean, but I want to play, you know what? I want to play Garen. Like, I can kill them technically next turn with Cataclysm if they play somebody. So, okay, admittedly, maybe I should have actually bothered them to do a little bit more damage, because now Cataclysm's not going to kill them. Should have definitely done that little tiny bit more damage, because Cataclysm would have been death to them if I would have been smart in this situation. We could technically steal Cataclysm Swain right now. It's stupid, but yet at the same time, we could do it. That should technically count as another attack, which should mean that we're doing the damage to their core. So, we go because I kind of want to kill them. With their hand being so small, I just want to go for this move. Obviously, she might die. They're putting might. Right, they're getting rid of their hand. She's going to die. She's going to die, but she's still going to do... We should have kept the ballistic. If only we could have kept the ballistic bot. But it's okay. I can live with this, because they're still going down to 1. So... it's okay. I will accept this. They've only got 1 card in the hand. We played the Eggman! They've got less options, I feel. I mean, all I know, they're going to play Dreadway right now and cause me significant problems or something along those lines. But at the moment, that's fine. You can play the monkey. I will accept the monkey, because I'm going to throw Garen down, because if you go forward with that, that's fine. I mean, you know for a fact it's going to be that one time that they yet again have the 1 card left in their hand is going to be Scorched Earth. I'll leave it. You know what? I'll leave it just in case. They're done. They're done. Let's go. I feel like, actually, maybe keeping Shyvana. I feel like we get rid of Garen here because I want to keep... I mean, all the champions in hand. I'm not gonna lie, it's not the top deck I wanted, in terms of I wanted Vi in there, but I didn't need the other one. Oh, Jerry! Jerry comes to save the day. Okay, they've not played anything yet. There she is.
Do not fear, Dad.
You know when greatness is thrust upon you sometimes, right? Greatness is thrust upon you if you are willing to take off the risks. And take off the risks I will. Because if we can use Jerry to kill you, just so that you're elusive, just so your ephemerals are powered up, I will take on the risks. Stupid move, but glorious move as well. Okay. So Shyvana can go up next turn and we can put a barrier on top of her. Jerry's name will echo throughout the ages. Did you not see what he did here today? Jerry was by far superior there. The unexpected Jerry. So Shyvana coming down next turn. It's not bad, in honesty. She could technically take the, like, we can either throw Jerry or her in front of the Sand Soldier. I mean, obviously, they might go for an instant attack. Like, there's nothing to stop them from going for an immediate attack forward. But if they don't, then Shyvana just means it just puts a little bit. I mean, I expect them to develop. We might, I'm just trying to work out, like, some form of ephemeralness is what I'm expecting. There she is. So you can't put a good Vi down. Right, so, yeah, that's what I mean. So, I expect to see some form of ephemeralness because they want to be helping level up Hecarim as quickly as possible. I see your bark beast, and I raise you, Shavana!
To get out.
Ooh! I mean, positioning is key here. Or just straight up playtime, boys. Ignore that. Straight into the free. Okay, then. Well played. Well played! I feel that Jerry gets sacrificed over here. We throw you in front of this. They could have a Mark of the Isles, but we do have a barrier if she needs it. We could have actually technically taken out the bigger health stat. Probably would have been more worthwhile if I'm going to be honest. Vi can drop next turn. She does have a barrier. And I want to be grabbing Birdman. Yes! 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 Up in the future! The future is bright! The future is... My opponent immediately concedes, not even knowing that the future has... Okay, so, yeah, we're against Nightfall again. We've not really got the best setup. I will keep both Jerrys, so I'm going to hope that I find at least one Rummage. I love a Jerry. Give me Rummage.
Where's your weapon, Sunwood?
Ooh. Was not expecting the Always Sunny man. I'm not going to lie. I mean, I could technically... Oh, God, I'll take the damage. I'll take the damage. I could have thrown a Jerry out in front of that 3, but I'm willing to take 3 at the start. I have taken worse. I have taken 4 at the start from the Sand Soldier. I can take 3. I just wasn't expecting that. I was not expecting that. It's actually really a nice addition to that kind of thing. Eggman has given me this dragon. Scout. We've got the Scout Dragon. Egghead Researcher doing his research. Finding the big boy dragons. Okay. We could technically single combat that off the field of play. Like, would it be too stupid to single combat that off the field of play before they go into the... Actually, no. I'll let them do the attack. Like, as much as we was thinking do it before they do the attack, because that way they're not getting a thing on Nocturne. Another part of me's thinking that if we wait, we can defend... So we can defend like this guy and then use the single combat to kill that. I'm actually somewhat okay with that. Because it means that we're like defending twice.
Follow the horizon.
Follow the horizon! As we throw egg... Oh, I see. Keeping you back, are we? So we'll just do that in single combat this down. It's stupid, but at the same point... I mean, they could also power cascade that, by the way. They could have actually power cascade the onlooker, but it would have taken up a bit of their resource to do it. Willing to go with the gamble that they don't have that in the hand at that exact moment in time. My hand is looking garbage at the moment, but it's okay. Next turn, at least one dragon enters the field of battle. Okay, we need Vi. We need Vi! I need to be viable! Okay. The only thing that saves me is if I top deck into like knowing that I've got Judgment. Like, I need to know that I have Judgment. It's the one card in this deck that the second I see it, I'm like, yes! Okay. Only a fool would enter battle unprepared. So let's throw this distract. So yeah, so this looks different now. Spell Shield no longer is the glorious purple bubble. Oh, that Overwhelm is going to be devastating. We could technically barrier you up, or we could just throw a bunch of Jerrys out to at least defend ourselves slightly better on this board. So I guess the better defense is better. So go get him, Jerrys! Go get him! No one expects Jerry. We'll have to sort you out in the future, sadly. Was it Crescent Knight? We are taking a lot of damage, by the way. Taking a lot, but Jerry knew the risk. Like, you know what's gonna happen now? We're gonna top deck Rummage. It is fated that we shall now top deck Rummage as the card that is gonna be. Don't hit anything. Why do they have to hit things? But it's gonna be. I want Judgment, right? Because once I know that Judgment is in my hand, my heart and soul just feels better knowing when Judgment is there. I could technically just go forward with this, knowing that I've got this Prismatic Barrier. They could have Hush, by the way. I just want to point out they could have hushed that. The option was there. But I wanted to go... Actually, no, correction. It's got a spell shield. It would have taken 2 hushes. Don't ignore me! We could actually use Concerted Strike on top of this, but we're going to throw the Eggman out. Invisible! But not to everyone! Actually, why would you do that? I mean, that's the ephemeral one. Somebody's made a mistake! Somebody's made a mistake there, didn't they? They played the ephemeral one when they didn't mean to. We could technically use this on this turn just to remove this. It just means that, I guess, what they're champions again. I guess if we do see Nocturne, I would like to hit Nocturne. Yeah, I'm willing to. Oh, there you are. They've got 3 cards. What can save you? Okay, Power Cascade, but without actually getting anything. So they've got... Right, there she is.
Find your path in the dark.
Where's Judgment? Where is Judgment when you need it? Judgment would have been an amazing card right now. We can still use this and use Sharp Sight, and we still got... I feel like I wait. We might lure them into a false sense of security that we've got Judgment. So, okay, what we can do here... We have still got the mana for Barrier and Sharp Sight, so I feel like we go with the Sharp Sight. Get rid of this issue.
Not the egg.
Not the egg! Throw down the Barrier on top of you, and then throw down the Hup, and yeah, it means that I've only got 1 card left in that hand. It's not, we don't actually trade the elusive, which is a bit of a shame, if I'm going to be honest. We could potentially, down the line, just vibe that away. Or, I mean, I guess what we want to just throw Stalking Broodmother out, right? So, boom, boom, boom! Death everywhere! Dragons! Dragons! So, they've got such little resource that we now just throw you out, because this is just going to be forcing down the little that they have. And actually, we could use this to potentially kill you, but part of me wants to keep this back. I feel like it'd be a bit too Billy Big Bollocks. So the big boy comes out, and fearsomenesses are everywhere. So I feel that we just go forward with the scout unit, because the only one who can kill you is Nocturne. So I feel like we try to force them. Yep. So at least that's 1 Nocturne down, if nothing else. We go forward. We could Thermo Beam that, but I want to see whether or not they're willing to trade it away first. So they're willing to take the damage. There is so much gamble on what that card is in that hand. I don't know what that card is in the hand. I might end up regretting. That's 1 elusive down, but I have taken a gamble in not knowing what you are. Obviously, they've got another card in their hand now, but at the time... Okay, so it's Nocturne, who does make everything fearsome, so we could go for the Golden Aegis move right now, just because you will have a barrier. We're rallying. You've got a barrier, which means that we could just throw you directly on top of Nocturne. Oh, that's not what you want to see! So she's going to grab... I've got to throw Vi out. It's the only viable option! It's the only viable option because I need to save myself, and you're the only one who saves me!
Face your
So,
heretic.
we'll throw you in front of this. So, it's not ideal. It's not ideal. This is not the way you want things to go. Because we're still taking damage, but we go. You get bigger. Go again. Just, we need to be forcing them. The guilty will, but we just keep forcing it now. Let's go, keep forcing the action in. But we can throw you down technically. Sharp Sight. We've only got 4 health, by the way. Only got 4 health, but we can do it. Billy comes out. Okay, Billy comes out. I'm actually gonna go forward with everyone. Gonna go forward with everyone because they have to do something about this, and we do have Sharp Sight. So,
Meet destiny.
okay, meet destiny. They know this is over, right? I mean, we're getting to that. I mean, it's not definitely over because we don't know what they're gonna have. We get the Broodmother back. There's not a lot. The flight. I mean, it's times like this I'm so happy. I'm so happy I've got Sharp Sight. Because it is there. To think how close they would have been to lethal, I just want to say how close they would have been to lethal as well. But honestly, Shenamote to my opponent. They know it's over, I know it's over, but really well played. Nightfall deck. The Dragons have come in to save us at the very end. We go, send it forward. Vi's just there for the grand, for the thing, but we immediately go forward. We're not gonna take the piss with our opponent here. So we're Cake's here. So we're against Nasus Thrash. Want to keep Vi in the hand. Probably gonna keep Shyvana if I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna get rid of Cataclysm. Screeching Dragon. Okay, so our game plans. Oh, the champions. Our game plan's gotta wait for a little bit. They can develop and start kicking my bum hole. Judgment! Oh, can Judgment save my life against a big boy Nasus? Obviously, we want Concerted Strike. Concerted Strike can get us past the Nasus, so that's what we're looking for. But Judgment, the potential. We've not got to see Judgment on Vi yet, so I'm really hoping that today's going to be the day that we see Judgment on Vi. But we shall see. I've got very little else going, so I might as well throw this. Potentially, we've got a Thermal Beam. Thermal Beam that we can throw around somewhere. We just want to see what's going to go on right now. So unless they're going to kill both of these with Butchers, I'm trying to understand what the plan here is. Because it's not their attack turn yet. I feel like I need to keep you back for potentially Thrash, but I'm willing to go down this rabbit hole. Okay, so it was just literally to die, okay? Because obviously that doesn't work with this guy. It has to be slain, not just die. Oh, that's what I'm talking about. That's a slain. We're throwing down you because if they're gonna grab you, at least they're gonna help with your level up. So we're gonna be taking damage in from one side of things, but I will and have to accept it. We could throw down Garen as well, which is quite nice. So boom, boom. That's just death. 10 damage. It's fine. I can accept this. Gonna go with that because at least it's gonna help with Vi a little tiny bit. Garen drops next turn. We can actually Screeching Dragon's better, right? Because Screeching Dragon potentially allows me to level Shyvana, so you're slowly but surely getting there. It's absolutely fine. Sharp Sight as well. Don't know though. They're in vengeance. They want to leave it. They just want to wait. And see. Wait and see what happens. So throw you forward. We still have Sharp Sight, by the way, if they do. But obviously, if they shout out Vengeance somebody, they shout out Vengeance somebody. And there's nothing I can do if they shout out Vengeance. But that's the leveler. Thrown out their Thrash. We could potentially Thermal. We are in the range now where Judgment could come out. Looking at Vi for, I really want to use Vi with Judgment though. It's looking more and more like I'm going to have to use the Judgment this turn. I mean, so do I get Shyvana, or I guess the guy who can hook and challenge things is the better one to do the or does that deck run Black Spear? I can't remember whether or not that deck runs Black Spear or not. If it does, I kind of want to do this on top of Shyvana because Black Spear can't kill her. So I can't remember whether or not, because they had to kill somebody to get the Blighted Caretaker. So we're going like this. I mean, technically they could use 2 Black Spears, right? But they would need 2 of them. Okay, that's fine. That is all good. I can't remember whether or not that deck runs it or not. That's the thing. So Judgment. And that's a 1, that's a 2, that's a 3, that's a 4, and that's a 5. I mean, we just immediately go forward, don't we? We just immediately go forward. I really want to use this so far. Vi's been underutilized. Am I going to make silly mistakes in the future? Because I really want to see the Vi portion of this deck. She is viable. She is viable. Trust me. Admittedly now, they've thrown this out, so they're going to defend, which means that it now opens up the chance for leveling up Vi, right? We'll take it. We'll take it.
The Emperor
So,
commands.
the Emperor's commands! So, I could just go for Sharp Sight. Could go Sharp Sight. Part of me just wants to throw... Part of me wants to throw Jerry. Oh no, we can Rummage. Rummage. Going into... Or do we want to... What if we don't get a 1 cost? Do we Jerry and Rummage something else? I don't really want to do that. No! No, it's not over! Oh, I took too long! I took too long! I'm so sorry! Shout out to my opponent! You're playing a really good deck! I'm so sorry. I just had so many decisions to make. I'm so sorry. I'm sorry! I mean, we've got Judgment and we've got Vi and potential Screeching Dragon. We're against Lucian, Fims. Like, their deck can get off really quickly, though. I'm going to keep the hand. Do we get rid of the single combat? I'm gonna keep it. I'm gonna keep this. I'm gonna regret my. I'm gonna. You know, like, I'm against a really quick deck. A very quick deck, especially when they're doing 4 damage to me immediately turn 1. And I've kept this silly bollocks of a hand. But I believe I shouldn't. Stop believing! There's no need to believe anymore. It's all gone terribly wrong. Okay. I've got all of my big stuff. Like, from turn 5, it's gonna kick off on my side. But by turn 5, it's gonna be too late. But turn 5, things are gonna kick off. It's just gonna be too late. Jerry! If nothing else, we have Jerry, but we are probably gonna be dead. We're most likely gonna be dead before stuff goes down, right? So, here we go. Go get him, Jerry! No one expects you, Jerry! Go get him! So Jerry gets them. We now throw down the Screeching Dragon. Ah, they got Sharp Sight! Okay. Jerry, you nearly did well, my friend. You nearly did well. We'll throw the Screeching Dragon out. We do actually have a single combat. So, we do actually have a single combat if it's needed. I will just go with taking you out for the time being. We're taking significant damage. Okay? We're willing to take that significant damage for the time being. We're going to convince ourselves that it's all for the greater good. It's all for the greater good. Okay? Don't worry about it. It's fine. Okay. So it forced them to have to use another Sharp Sight. It's okay. We are taking a lot.
Remember the fallen.
We're taking a lot. All it takes is one miss move from my opponent. We could throw down the other Screeching Dragon just because we need to trade things off this ball right now.
You're covered.
Okay. So they want to keep a 0 alive. They want to make sure that that man lives. They want to make sure he lives to tell the tale. I'm willing to pass. Because I didn't want to give them the chance to play Lucian. I might end up regretting that decision. But I didn't want to give them the chance to play Lucian.
My name echoes through every rock.
That's quite big.
Canyon.
I need to keep this option open, but it literally means playing nothing. Don't want it to be this way.
Greater things await.
I legitimately thought they were just going to immediately go for just greater things away. So much damage. So much damage. But we are already down to 1. All it takes is some buff on this little man. Literally all it takes is a little tiny buff on that Sand Soldier. We potentially will see rallying. We gotta leave it. That's all I've got.
There's a chill.
There's a chill in the air. Gotta leave it. I mean, obviously, they could work this out. So, because they keep Lucian back. Or not.
For our allies.
Okay. It is time to duel! Let it be known that we are most likely that there could be a single combat. There could be anything. I've got very little else to go on. We'll go for the one with a little bit more health. Doesn't mean anything, but we'll go for the one with a little bit more health as we just go. Just. Okay, so we might be. Hope is on the horizon. So it's not looking good, but hope is on the horizon. Okay, it's okay. All we need to do. Okay, we have everything we need right here. Okay, we can do this, people. We can do this. We can do this. We will live. We live in hallowed times. So boom. Okay, it's okay. Just all I have to do, all I legitimately have to do right now is survive. It's literally what I've got to do. Survival. Survival is what this is all about. Okay. Stay resolute. We just have to make sure, because judgment. It's like I could wait to use judgment with you. The bald state requireth. The bald state requireth. And so the question is now, who do we judgment with? Do we judgment with Garen? Because judgment in with Garen does legitimately mean that on the plus side, he does level. He would level upon. Obviously, the dragons would be a lot, and actually they could. What is the chance that's gonna be Rite of Negation? There's the one card that's do they run Rite of Negation? I don't think they do, right? They don't run Rite of Negation. Squeaky bum time. Anus going like this. It's gonna be the one deck that runs it, isn't it? It's gonna be the one deck that runs it. Okay, can't just. They know it's over. Squeaky bum time. My anus is literally pulsating like this. You're getting live feed of the anus right now with my hand. We've got this. Hope, judgment for Demacia. My opponent knows it's done. My opponent, I feel, has left the building. You cannot stall judgment. Literally, you cannot stall judgment. Shed emote to my opponent. I believe they have left the building. They know what's going on. I know what's going on. It's done. Garen, we had 1 health, by the way. They knocked us down to 1 health. That's important to always remember. We came back. I don't need to know about my mana. It's perfectly fine. Judgment! So, level up, Garen. We can continuously rally. It's perfectly fine. We can level Vi. We can level Vi. Like, it's... We've already won the game. And I believe my opponent has left. Such a shame. It is such a shame. Like, I really want to show off Vi's capability in this deck. We throw Vi down. My opponent's done. They've left the building. We throw everyone forward, and that is. I just wanted Vi to be involved. I'm gonna be honest. Technically, we could have just attacked immediately forward for lethal. So little bit of a BM there from me because I could have just immediately gone forward. But we already know that they're gone. I don't mind just at least making sure that at least Vi gets featured in the level up. But yeah, we had the ability to, if we leveled her up, we could have then used Cataclysm. We could use Cataclysm to make her do more damage. Obviously, she does damage through single combat as well and things. So there's actually a number of things that work with Vi, just that we haven't got to use her yet. So yes, that is the Dragon Strike deck. Really powerful deck. Like that we didn't get to see it on Vi, which is very upsetting. But literally, if Vi does hit, then she just hits for 5 damage across all the things. We might be able to see. I did when I used this deck in the past. I think that I got a thing. So there might be a little clip of that happening here if I'm able to find the clip that it would be here. Otherwise, I'm just standing here doing this for no reason. But thank you all so much for watching. I hope you have a great day, evening, afternoon, or whatever there is for you. There is obviously the Twitch link, Discord link, and merchandise link if you want to check out like the merch, like the t-shirt that I'm wearing here. Lots of Legends of Runeterra things down there if you want, but do not feel obliged to buy anything. But literally, just thank you all so much for the support. I hope that you have a great, I already said the day, evening, night, and whatnot, but honestly, thank you. This channel is nothing without you, and I hope that You have a great day, as I say. Until next time. Bye.
Flash of brilliance that could save me. Save me! That doesn't save me. Okay. Is there anything from you? Save me. That doesn't save me! Okay. Get rid of this and get rid of this. Find something that can save me.